Right, buddy, in this video we're going to be talking about Lisandro Martinez exit. We'll be talking about Emilio or Emi Martinez coming in as well from Aston Villa, and also some other interesting news as well surrounding Manchester United. So yeah, let's see what happens. Now the first thing I want to talk about is Emi Martinez. I'll also talk about Rashford to Barcelona as well. But listen, on the goalkeeper situation, Manchester United will move for Aston Villa's Martinez if they can get him. The feeling is that he will leave Aston Villa this season. Now, the priority for Manchester United, I don't think first choice would be a goalkeeper right now, but it certainly is a position to look out for. I think we are in need of a keeper. I think everyone knows, and most fans are done with Andre Onana. He would be a keeper I want to leave. Obviously, we know that the keeper that we have been linked to in João Garcia, he's going to Barcelona, so we know that deal can't happen. So the goalkeeper market is limited. Obviously, when United played against Aston Villa, where he did get the red card, he did have a good game for them, and I know he is a top keeper. He's got a very good pen record, shot stopper, and he will definitely be an improvement on Martinez. Now, the only issue is, I think he's got a year left on his contract. How much he would cost, would probably be in the region of 40 to 50 million pounds. I think if you are, you'll probably sell Bayern and maybe get 20 million for him. Sell Onana, maybe get 30 million for him, so you should be able to generate this. Certainly for me, I'd be looking at Emi Martinez as a keeper who's one of the best in the Premier League. He keeps clean sheets. I don't know why he would leave Aston Villa to join Manchester United. That would be something that I don't think he will do. I think Aston Villa are in a better position than Manchester United, so why he would downgrade himself. But if he was to stay in the Premier League, what clubs would he go to? Arsenal, they're happy with Raya. And he's obviously had a stint there, and I don't think it went well for him towards the end. With Arteta, Liverpool obviously have Alisson. They've just sold Kelleher as well. Tottenham, I think they're happy with Vicario. I don't think he'd go there anyway. Man City, maybe, but because Ederson, but I don't think he's going to go, and if not, they have Ortega. So there's not many top 6 clubs in Chelsea. Obviously, they're looking at Mike Mignon, so there isn't many keepers out there that they can go and sign. For me, I'd be all over Martinez. I think he's a keeper who, like, all over the signing of Martinez. I think he's a very, very good keeper. Someone who can save shots, do his job correct, and will ultimately be a huge improvement on Andre Onana. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, coming in from Sport Witness, Lisandro Martinez on Napoli's list, Manchester United defender, subject of interest from the Italian club. Now, Corella did a Sport, and they have said that Napoli will be interested in signing Martinez. They've been followed and liked by the Italian champions, and they are not too concerned about the recent physical problems that he has, obviously with the injuries. They're monitoring how the 27-year-old recovers from the serious knee injury that he picked up early in the year. Sporting director Giovanni Manna is a fan of Martinez and added his name to Napoli shortlist. Obviously, Napoli are in. They're in need for a centre-back in the upcoming transfer window, with other names obviously being observed. There's no indication of how much Manchester United will want for the World Cup winner. But Napoli didn't too bad, so maybe Old Trafford would be a good place to shop for them. So, listen, on Martinez, there's no doubt he has injury problems. He's had quite a few big injuries since being at Manchester United, which is disappointing. There's no doubt he has the quality to be a Manchester United player. I don't think any United fan can disagree that he's a fan favourite. He's very good on the pitch. The one thing I would certainly look at selling Martinez would be next season. I think I'd give him the current season, 25-26, to see... No, sorry, 24-25, to see what he can offer. And then from there, accordingly, see if you can get value for him. I think going into the season, he might be the starting centre-back if he can get fit before the report suggesting he could be fit into September, so he might not even start the first game. But I'll certainly be looking at keeping him and managing his minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Aiden Heaven or our back three being Aiden Heaven, Masraoui, De Ligt for the first game, because I don't think Martinez would be ready and available to consistently start games. And I think the most important thing is to manage his minutes when he does come into the team, and that'd be something I'll certainly look doing. But on Martinez, listen, Napoli interested. Obviously, they've just won the Coppa... No, not the Coppa Italia. They have won the Serie A. So they're very happy with there at the moment. Obviously, Scott McTominay, who they signed from United, has had a great season for them. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But for me, I'd give him one more season, see what he can do in the United shirt, If not, then I'll certainly look at selling him and seeing if you can make some. I don't think you'll make a profit, but certainly make between 30 to 40 million for a player. I don't think Martinez is someone that we need. Like we don't need to sell at the moment. I think we've let Evans go, we've let Lindelof go. That's already 2 centre backs. We're left with Heaven, Mazraoui, De Ligt. Heaven, Mazraoui, De Ligt, Yoro, Martinez. Shaw will probably still be here. We've got Kukonki if you need. Like, we have got options at centre back. But yeah, I think Martinez definitely can be one of them. Again, frustrating with the injuries that he's had. He's had quite a few big injuries since joining Manchester United. No doubt he has the mentality and the quality, but the injuries, and he's at an alright age. He's 26, he's 27 now. The last thing I want to talk about is Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. It's coming in from Luis F. Rojo, who is a Spanish source, suggesting Marcus Rashford wants to play for Barcelona and is willing to take a pay cut and could wait to the end of the transfer window to get a deal done. Now, on the Rashford situation, I don't want a deal to be dragging out to like mid-July, mid-August about is he going to go, is he not going to go, and then he ends up staying. I think this has to be a deal that we aim to get done early into the summer window, or early as we possibly can. Obviously, we want to get Mbeumo, we want to get Cunha in. I'd certainly be looking at getting Rashford as soon as you possibly can. That 40 million can be used on an Mbeumo deal or potentially put to a striker, so that'd be something certainly I'd be looking at doing. I think with him, we know he just doesn't want to stay at United. He wants to leave, he wants to find a new challenge. But it's looking like Barcelona it's the most likely destination for someone like Marcus Rashford at this current moment. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. That has been the latest updates. Would you sign Emi Martinez? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Obviously, the latest on Mbeumo, if you want a quick update. He doesn't want ridiculous wages. Obviously, he will want an increase on what Brentford are giving him, which I believe is between 40 and 50k. Which is understandable. Obviously, Cunha's gone from 100 to 200k 120 to 200k per week. So Mbeumo would probably want to upgrade. You look at some of the players. We're playing Sancho 350, Casemiro 350, Rashford around 350, Bruno 350, Sancho 250. Sorry, not Sancho, Mount 250. So we are spending a lot of money on wages. So you can understand why you'd want that. I'm not confident. I don't know from sources, but what I've been reading online is there is confidence that an Mbeumo deal can get done and can be wrapped up shortly. They do want prices between 62.5, which is obviously what we paid for. We paid for Cunha. But let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching.